Okay, a couple of days to go before we hit the tarmac. Hey Jordan.
Yeah. Now look forward to it. It's Thursday morning here.
We
8 a.m.
First of all, I think the support that mainly Jordan had from New Zealand with all his raffles and way back from the beginning of the end of last season was amazing, and we just really feel that without all that support and all those raffles and people donating money and everything, probably wouldn't be possible for us to be here. So we'd just like to thank everyone, really, all our supporters, and we just want to get you in the loop of what we're doing. We just don't want it to end there. We want you guys are the biggest part of what we're doing and what it is for us. So that's kind of where we are. It's been a big trip though, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming to get here, and good 30 hours travelling, and our crews are pretty exhausted for the first week, but everyone's finding their feet now and getting into the swing of it.
Mine's so exhausted.
Wayne's is still hungover in bed from Vegas, but
we had different routes, guys. I mean, I actually really committed to going to the US, and I'm working with Superman and his crew, his team actually, to try and find some innovation for us for the future. So I was committed to that, and Jordan went through Dubai. So it's been, feels like I've been gone from home for like 2 months. I'm really looking forward to getting home, but it's been a big trip.
Yeah, well, we've been away from obviously our cars as well for a long time as well, so the off seasons, we're going to be cranking into it when we get back. I've obviously only got a few weeks, so goal is to still try and make opening night, and we're just going to go hammer and tongs, and fingers crossed we'll be better drivers from the strip, I think. Just having a few tunes in the cars over here, it'll give us a bit of a head start on the season, so I feel like I'm going to be a better driver when I get back. I don't know how Wayne feels about that.
Well, I've been invited to race in England for years. For the last 15 years, I've had invites to come to England. I've always been reserved and thought, I'm too busy. And even onto this trip, I only really decided to come and join Jordan because he was twisting my arm a lot. But to help me join him, and it's the best thing I've ever done. I don't know why I didn't do it 15 years ago. I've learned so much. The people here are just amazing. They've been so helpful, all the drivers, and it's just an experience that it's just unbelievable. So as for my driving, I've done a lot of laps, and the race on the tarmac, it's just incredibly hard. It's the most difficult thing I've ever raced on. So I think from when I was on my first lap to where I was yesterday, certainly a big improvement, and it's certainly going to change my driving. I think I'm going to come out of here a better driver, so I'm pretty excited about what the future holds for the end of my career anyway, in my racing, so it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's been obviously a big learning curve for both of us. Like I did my first meeting at Kings Lynn on the what they call shale here, so a dirt oval, and that almost felt like home, obviously the cars have got a bit more power and no wheel guard, so it was different. It was a lot of learning, but the handling of the car was good, and you drove your normal driving style with your left foot braking. But when me and Wayne linked up and went to a practice at Birmingham, our first tarmac meeting, I was confident. And as soon as I done my first lap, I was like, man, it's going to be a long night at the office. But over the night, I started to get faster and smoother. But it's definitely a big learning curve, and we're pretty lucky. Like I've got Peter Faulding, who's won the world final 2 or 3 times, and he's won everything there's to win in England, and he was giving me tips. And obviously Wayne had Lee Fairhurst, and he was awesome giving us both tips. Those guys are 2 top drivers, so we're pretty lucky, as well as I had Ben Herdman, who was my shale car owner or driver, and everyone here just so helpful, along with Frankie Wayman come over at Kings Lynn and said, you need to try and do this and do that, and everyone here is just so welcoming, so we're pretty lucky.
For me, I possibly couldn't have a better team. The Fairhurst and amazing people, and Lee's an amazing driver. In fact, we went on a 5-hour roadie yesterday down to Northampton. We got up at 5 in the morning. We could be there at 10. So we watched. He wanted to watch racing videos. So we watched them all the way there and all the way back, and he put on the New Zealand champs, last year's New Zealand champs on. So we watched the whole thing. And like I watched Lee's racing and that, and he's an amazing driver. Like I have a total new respect for those Lions drivers. They come and race our cars on our turf, on our biggest event, in the toughest race, and they do really well. They've made 2 finals in the last 2 years. I mean, those guys are incredible, and to watch them race here and how fast they are and how slow we are on the tarmac is breathtaking. And no, I can't say how much respect I have for those drivers, and it's just going to be a really awesome day on Saturday, the World Final. I mean, I have no expectations. I did have expectations when I come here because I always do. I always have a goal, but I don't have a goal on Saturday. I'm just going to enjoy the day and race as hard as I can, and we're on there too. So it's going to be a tough day.
Should we go a couple of the questions we got?
Yeah, totally.
So Chris Roger, hey Krill, will the team tactics come into play to help one of the other Kiwis out? The hardest thing for us there is obviously we'd love to, because that's what we do for each other at home, and we'd love to do it for Simon and Kerry, but over here, if you block or stop and wait for someone, they're going to throw you out of the country just about. So,
yeah, we'll be arrested.
So, it's sort of just going to be one of those things. You can take someone out with your front bumper here, so if you can catch them and take them out, it's fair game, but you can't stop and wait for someone. So I guess we'll just see how the race pans out, but it's one or more of those things where if we're circulating well and we're on the pace, we're just going to want to get those laps under our belt and not wreck our cars, because there's more races. There's another race after the World Final race. It's called the Grand National, so it'd be good to do that one as well. That could be another trophy if we miss out on the World Final one. And also, I'm racing on Sunday at Northampton, which is another big meeting. So, yeah, I mean, we're not counting it off. So I'm definitely not crossing it off, saying I won't, but just got to be careful about the way I do it, if I do.
Yeah, I just think we have to. I actually spoke to Lee about it yesterday, and I think they have a rule over here that you can't do what we do. So we just have to race their rules as well. We have to respect who we are and what we're doing, and leave these kind of tactics as they are. So I don't think we're going to go out there with the game plan and go, right, it's all about the Kiwis and all that, and we're just going to start trying to take over everyone. It's not what we're here. We're here to try and win the event, and to win the event we have to finish. So at the end of the day, we just have to try and finish as many laps as we can. In fact, I don't think that many Kiwis actually finish the race, so just to finish would probably be a milestone for us. Yeah. So that's kind of where it is. So, the role it is, we normally do, Jordan. We don't generally have, we always have a plan B, but we haven't discussed that.
Yeah, and it's not like we have any enemies over here. Like, we're not going to go out and say, oh, we're going to take him out because we like him, because everyone over here has been great. So yeah, we're not going to be targeting anyone or anything like that. But yeah, we're just going to hopefully the fingers crossed that one of us will get on the podium, or at least in the top 10.
Well, one of the Kiwis, I was actually racing with Simon yesterday, and he was really fast. Like, he looked really comfortable in the car. He's got a good crew around him, and he's got an amazing car, and he was driving fast and smooth. And I'm sure Kerry's been here a fair few times as well, so he'll be on the pace pretty quick. We're the new boys on the block, so it's first time on tarmac for us, and first time having all that power under our foot. So it's going to be challenging, but watching those guys at Northampton, yesterday at practice, we were there for 6 hours practicing. And what they do really good here is they actually have practices every Wednesday at tracks. So you can go there, you can pay, we paid 40 quid. We paid 40 quid to race there for the day, and you get all the cars turn up there. It's something that New Zealand needs to adopt, because we don't have that opportunity. We have to wait for a championship where they can come and practice every week if they want to, and pay the money and get the job done. So it's a really good way of doing your testing. But they were there yesterday. We had all the top guns there, like Ryan Harrison and just all these guys that they're amazing. I was watching them and they just are so fast and smooth. I'm like, this is going to be tough. I don't want to embarrass myself. So, I just spun some laps. I got a really nice message from Ryan Harrison. Said that from the start of yesterday to the end of my practice session, I got better and better and looked pretty smooth in the car. So it was really nice to get a message back from a top class driver from over here too. But they're very supportive as well, Jill, and they come over and help us and advise us and that as well. So that's kind of where that is.
Alright, we've got another one from Gavin Stowers. Hey Wayne and Jordan, a question for tonight. How big is the challenge of getting that horsepower to the ground, converting it to usable speed? Well, obviously we have the same problem at home because our engines have got a lot of power, and obviously our right rear tyres are a lot narrower than the tyres we're using here. But I think to compare it to tarmac, it's probably 10 times harder here on tarmac. Would it be fair to say? Like when you're coming out of the corner, you're just putting your big toe on the throttle to try and ease it on. Because if you stand on it a bit too hard, it just lights up the whole straight, and you burn out your tyres, and then the next corner's stuffed. And so it's pretty hard to get the power down consistently and fast.
Well, the difference between, a lot of people say, and I in total respect, a lot of English people in New Zealand saying, like, there's no way the Kiwis have got a chance of winning the World Final, and I understand that on tarmac because when I first hopped on that tarmac, it was certainly life changing completely. It was so tough. It's like racing on ice. So, but it's a totally different driving style. We roll into the corners as fast as we can, as steep as we can in New Zealand, and we put it on the right rear and we accelerate out and we can stomp on that throttle and that's how we race. Yeah, it's completely reversed over here on tarmac. You've got to kind of roll up the throttle and really steer and let the car do the work, and then if you put too much power on that throttle on the way out, you're just going to roost the tail and it just starts. You just lose your ass, and I'm telling you that it makes the straight really quite difficult. So it's a really difficult driving style. It's completely opposite of what we do. So that's probably the difference between the dirt and the tarmac. I don't know, Drew, and I've been thinking about it, like, when you look at the V8 supercar drivers and all those guys, you look at them race and you go, pretty easy, but it must be really tough for those guys to race on the different tracks and that as well. So it certainly gives me a lot more overview of racing on past racing.
We've got a question here from Mike Dixon. Is there much difference between Ben's car and the one you're driving in the final? Well, hard to compare due to obviously only racing Ben's on shell and Peter's on tarmac, but both really a lot more comfortable than I thought. Pretty similar cockpits, pedals and things set up like that, seats, pretty similar. And power-wise, they've both got too much power for me, so I can't complain there. And so both great cars, but hard to compare between the two, with only having limited time in them as well. So I can't really point out a big difference there. What's your guys' aims in the time trials? Will you both be aiming for a third row spot?
Well, I'm aiming for a third row spot. I'm not sure about Jordan, but I don't think I'm going to get it. We've got the Dutch drivers, doing time trials as well because they're overseas and they used to race in tarmac and racing at that switch, so they're going to be very tough to beat. In fact, Ryan said there's no way in the world that the Kiwis going to make the third and sixth row, is it?
Yeah.
They're going to be tough to beat. So, at the end of the day, I think we're going to go as hard as we can and as fast as we can on those time trials, and it is what it is.
Yep. Will it change your aspect on driving on dirt? I think it has already.
It has already. For me, I've already I've already visioned my changes in the way I'm going to approach this season now. This I've only done 2 meetings here really, and it's going to change me.
Yeah. For the better, hopefully.
Yeah, for the better. Well, Peter Reed said that to you, didn't he? Peter Reed said, like the time in the car and tarmac over here will change you and make you a better driver. So Peter is 100% right. He nailed it.
obviously we just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors for this season and for the trip. Time Fusion got all our graphics sorted to send over here to the guys and printed off some stickers just in case we needed them. And Carl's been awesome, so he's working on our cars, our bodies as we speak, and they're going to be coming up pretty awesome this year, so we're excited about that. And obviously a big shout out to Lance Ashton for sponsoring me for the trip, PWS. A big thanks to those guys. And obviously we've got Master Blaster Maintenance Services, Master Maintenance Services, so they'll be taking the engine bill again, which will be a good one.
And the bar.
Yeah. And obviously Motec, Scare Tech, Danoa, back on board again, and AWS done our graphics this year, so it's looking like it's going to be a good season with those guys on board. Who have I forgotten?
Well, we had to, it's a pretty hectic program for us. I mean, I'm actually going home Sunday because I've been away too long and I've got business to take care of and cars to prepare, so I haven't got time to muck around, but we have to really roll our sleeves up if we're going to make opening night. I don't even know where my engines are. I mean, come on off the loop, so I have to really get that done, but we're hoping to make opening night, and if not, we won't be that far behind it. But I spoke to the job launches today, and they won't be making opening night in the final season. It's just too much work and coming over here. That's kind of where we are, so, but I mean, I think both Joe and I owe huge thanks to Peter Folding and Lee Peterson and their families for really looking after us. They took us under their wing, and I don't know, it's kind of funny, like when we come over here and travel over here and we go and see the drivers, and sometimes they're a little bit standoffish, but we go there and meet them, and it's kind of reverse for me. Like now, I'm probably one of those reserve drivers when the Toms come over to New Zealand and race. I don't go and help them, and I'll just do my own thing and think that they'll be okay. But now that they're going to come back here, I'm going to make sure that I really stand up and look after them and make sure they have a good holiday and coffee time. And so I mean, it's certainly opened my eyes up that we have to work together and make sure everyone enjoys themselves while they're travelling, Jordan. Without their help and support, we couldn't be doing what we're doing. And they give us, there's no secret, they give us everything they can. So it's been awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, huge thanks to Lee and his family and that for looking after us and doing all these roadies with us, and it's just kind of crazy, really. I mean, they drove, we drove 5 hours yesterday for practice. It's like driving from Wellington to Auckland. It's pretty incredible. That's kind of where we are. I mean, I'm actually have to go and prepare the car today. Go from the car and get it ready, load it up today. It's going down to the Ipswich tomorrow. We're going to go to have a little pub tonight, aren't we?
Yep. We're Ipswich bound today, so we're going to head halfway up today, and then we're in Ipswich Friday night, and might go down and have a look at the track, have a nosy, just maybe have a walk around, and maybe do another video on Saturday morning for you guys. See what give you an update. But
Yeah, so
I didn't invite Mani Batuvai from James Freeman. I did have a chat to him, see if he was enjoying it over here, and he said he was. So it was good to see another Kiwi over here, and he was happy we were wearing our All Blacks and Warriors gear. So it was pretty good seeing him in the mall.
Well, Jordan sent him in the mall. I was out practicing. I got up at 5 a.m. and got home at 8 o'clock last night, so I had a huge day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had a disaster trip. We went to Paris. I mean, just a little bit of the racing. I mean, we've had a great trip. I mean, we went to Amsterdam. We went window shopping in Amsterdam. That was fun.
Wayne went window shopping.
And I come back to the UK and spent it in the weekend just in London, and Jordan went through to Berlin, and we met each other in Paris, and had a great time over there as well. We went out for dinner and drank lots of laughs, and it was a disaster because we were catching the flight from Paris to Manchester, and they cancelled our flight like 2 hours before, so we had to race in and get a train to London, and then train from London back to Manchester, which took Rachel and I were racing for some seats to make sure that Jordan and all of them were comfortable, and we had some seats on the train from London to Manchester, and we saved all these seats, thought we'd done really well, and then they were reserved seats, so we got kicked out. Jordan had reserved, he got his 4 seats, and poor old Rachel and I had to stand for about 4 hours on the frickin' train with our suitcases because there's nowhere to sit. It's kind of like one of those trains in India. It's kind of like it was just overloaded with people and bags, so it was a big night, but then we got to Manchester and all that stuff. We've had some fun outside of racing as well, as we always do. And tonight's going to be at the pub, so I'm looking forward to that little cottage somewhere in the village. So that's kind of where we are.
A lot of people have been asking how they can watch the World Final. So we've been told by a guy over here called Dave Murray in the UK. He's going to be doing a live pit walk and filming the World Final. So that's going to be on from about 5 a.m. on Sunday morning in New Zealand time. So if you go onto Wayne or my page, or we'll actually link them to this post, you'll probably have to friend them on Facebook, and then you'll be able to follow it from there. We're possibly going to hopefully try and get one of our guys to film some of it on maybe the Red Walker page, but it's just going to be depending on how busy we are on the night. So yeah, if you really want to watch it, we'll send you the link on this post to Dave Murray's page, so you might get a few friend requests hopefully, and you guys can watch it from there.
It's going to be a big day, Jordan. I mean, we have to be at the track at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we're rolling through. I think we might get a practice. We hope we get a practice, but we do our time trials. And by the time I think the race starts, it's going to be like 8 p.m. or something. Yeah. So it's going to be a huge day, and we're going to run out of data if we try and film everything. So we'll do what we can do. So yeah, we'll see what we do, and another question you do.
Do you think you can bring the driving style of your smoothest back here? Well, that's the goal. Let's see. We can get smooth enough to get on the pace at Ipswich. I think it'll help big time when we get back here.
I think the good thing with it is we all know speedway and winning races and being fast is about learning and having people that you can go to. I think like we've got pretty experienced drivers in New Zealand. We know most of the trip, so whether we want to share those with other people. I mean, obviously we've got Jamie coming through, so we try and help Jamie and share him with all those trips. But on top of that, I look at someone now, like with Lee, I think he's an amazing driver. If you guys go back and watch Team VB and watch his races and the team races, he's an amazing driver. So now that I've really got to know Lee well, I'm sharing what I know from him, what I do in New Zealand. I'm sharing with him like openly. This is how what I do is what I think, and he's probably going to do the same. We can share technology notes and set up notes and everything between countries as well. So both of us will learn, and that's because we've become pretty good friends now. So it's like learn, and it'll help you set up how you can smoke. So at the end of the day, it's all about trying to win races and things as possible.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's about us, isn't it?
I think it is. We don't want to bore you guys, but it's must be 9 p.m. over there or something. But it's actually good. We've had good weather out here, haven't we?
Yeah, sun's back out again today, so it's going to be another good day, and we're looking forward to it.
Just on that, it was funny, we were at practice yesterday, and it's done so many runs, and it got to 2 o'clock, and it all down with rain, like, it was just pouring down. And I'm like, oh, that must be us, and they go, track's too wet, I'm not going to burn anything out there, so 5 minutes later, Lee comes back and goes, nah, he goes, let's put some wet tyres on, and we'll set the car up for a wet track in case it rains at Ipswich. I'm like, oh no, I'm not that good in the wet. I don't want to smoke this thing up. It's hard enough to drive on dry tarmac than wet tarmac. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I went out in the rain and Lee's changed the whole setup of the car, changed the tyres, all the setup within 5 minutes. Sent me a at the gate, and I was really buzzed around there in the wet. I actually hope it rained in Ipswich. I really enjoyed the setup. It was really comfortable and nice, and I was spinning some pretty good laps in the wet conditions. But that's how easy it is for them to change. So it depends on whether we're going to get a dry or wet track. I'm kind of geared up for old Jordan. Didn't get his trial yesterday, but Peter was a bit busy with work commitments. So, but I'm obviously sharing as much information back to Jordan as I can. So I'm sure that Jordan will do 2 laps down at Ipswich and be on the pace pretty soon.
Hopefully. Otherwise, I'll be enjoying the beers all night. Yeah, just another huge thanks to everyone supporting us. The Manawatu Speedway Club as well for putting on the casino night. It was awesome. And yeah, I mean, we see all the messages, everyone saying good luck and give them a taste of kiwi. So hopefully Wayne will give them a taste of kiwi, and I'll just stroll through and get a nice placing.
Like at the South Long Jams. Yeah. So that's all good, guys. We'll be sign off. We've got some stuff to do, and we'll try and we'll let you know if we can get back online earlier on Saturday, which will be Monday night. Sunday night. I don't even know what day it is. So
Sunday, yeah. No, it'll be Saturday night.
But if we do that, we'll be coming live probably around that time. All that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks
for all your help and support, and